It's Friday night. You know what that means? Never decaf in the house with some late night lighting games. Let's get this thing started right away. We're going to bring in Mr. Hardcore Corey.
Oh, excuse me. Didn't see you there.
It's funny. I saw you at the bottom practicing.
This is improv. We don't practice anymore.
I mean, not you know. Where's Emily? Emily.
Hey!
Hey, lady.
Can you still hear me?
We can still hear you. Emily was having a little bit of difficulty. Don't forget who's next. Teddy.
Hey, Daddy.
Oh, yeah. Hello.
Wait, were you fighting with someone?
No. What have you heard?
What have you heard?
Let's bring in our guest. Are you guys ready for this?
We're ready.
We'll start with Terry. You're just gonna wave. You're not gonna say hi.
I'm just gonna wave.
Perfect. How about her?
Trying to save my voice.
I'm going to wave and say hi.
Hi.
Hands.
We're now gonna bring in
Do with my hand.
back to the show. And next and last, Matt.
Hello, commoners. Hello.
Hey, King Matt.
It's always a joy to spend time with the less fortunate.
Oh, thank you.
So I didn't realize when I was bringing them in, but I realized at the very last second is all like South Carolina at the top, Florida at the bottom.
That's right.
Geographically accurate.
Geographically speaking, that's okay.
So we are correct. How you guys doing tonight?
Doing great. Loving my life.
Couldn't be better.
All right, let's jump into this thing and think about when we were at camp
Okay.
and riding back home to thank your parents for all the fun you were having at camp. For the people that are watching, go ahead and throw some objects into the comment section below and go ahead and give us a few occupations while you're at it, and we'll get this thing started with the ones we got from Facebook earlier today. So we're going to play a game called Dear Mom and Dad. For an example how this is going to work, say we get an object of a vacuum, so we're all going to write home to Mom and Dad. Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to vacuum camp. This place really sucks. So it's a fun game, and so we're going to have some fun. Nothing's coming up there yet, so let's go ahead and start with laundry camp. And raise your hand when you have one. Corey.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to laundry camp. I think I'd rather fold.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to laundry camp. The irony is, I love it here.
Oh.
Teddy, I saw your hand.
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to laundry camp. Tonight we are all by ourselves because the counselors said that they're having a house party.
Matt, you got one? Your hand went up.
I do. Thank you, Mother and Father, for sending me to laundry camp. I do believe I'm no longer soiled.
Harrison?
Oh, yeah, I had one. Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to laundry camp. We all went swimming, and there was shrinkage.
Terry, did you have one?
Yes. Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to laundry camp. It's all just a bunch of fluff.
Good one.
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to laundry camp. I told the counselor about walking in on you and Dad, and they said I need eye bleach.
All right, let's go ahead and move along to this one from, well, one of the two that we have in the audience so far.
Spatula.
So we went to spatula camp. Corey.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to spatula camp. You know, I really flipped over it.
Harrison.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to Spatula summer camp. It's hot.
Good stuff. Oh,
And sending it away.
Yes.
54 cents nowadays.
Oh, golly. I'll just text
Forever camps.
Teddy, go ahead.
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to spatula camp. I learned how to do a flip.
Oh, that's good.
Terry.
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to spatula camp. Although I'm a little crusty on the edges.
Corey.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to spatula camp. I have to be honest, I'ma let brother go next year. No.
Is that the brand you were going with? Harrison.
Dear Mom, Dad, thanks for sending me to spatula camp. It's too much to handle.
Good one.
Good stuff.
All right, I'm gonna assume this is Sean watching from where he's located at the moment because it came under Never Decaf.
It's coming. It's the suggestion's coming from the inside.
Coat rack camp. Kia.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to Coat Rack Camp. I'm just hanging out.
Teddy.
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to Coat Rack Camp. The counselor said that I have to spend extra time with the actual counselor because I have too many hang-ups.
Okay, that's all right.
That's not bad.
The calling is coming from the inside. Ooh. Ooh.
Coat rack.
Teddy again.
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to Coat Rack Camp. I have a question. They keep using a word here that I don't know. What is a hooker?
Harrison.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to Coat Rack Camp. I thought it was a hat rack camp.
Very sad when those get confused. We're gonna go with microwave camp next. For the people who are watching, they're just now showing up. Throw us some objects, some occupations in the comment section, and we'll use as many as we can. Terry.
Thank you for sending me to microwave camp, Mom and Dad. Things are really sizzling up in here.
Kia.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to microwave camp because they spin me right round, baby, right round.
Emily, go ahead.
Oh, dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to microwave camp.
Harrison, did you have one?
Yep. Dear Mom and Dad,
It never gets old.
thanks for sending me to microwave camp. I'm so exhausted. I'm ready to stick a fork in it.
Oh. I like it.
Matt.
Dear
Thank
Mom
you,
and Dad,
Mother and Father. I am so happy to be at microwave camp. I now glow in the dark.
Nice. Like Kia, you were going with what?
I'm gonna just say I'll go with Kia. That way nobody gets. Sorry. Dear Mom and Dad, I appreciate you sending me to microwave camp. Oh, I've already got 30 seconds left.
Teddy.
That's good.
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to microwave camp. They confiscated all of our metal objects.
Harrison, finish the microwave.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to microwave camp. Look what I learned.
Oh.
Love it.
We are going to do one more camp, and it's going to be
Karate.
Ooh.
Makes sense.
Karate
Friend.
camp. Thank you, Keith.
Ooh. Ooh.
oh, Harrison.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to karate camp. Yeah.
Oh, it's paying off. It's paying off. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
Emily.
Dear Mom and Dad, this is your son Neo.
Nice.
Kia.
Thank you. Dear Mom and Dad, hoi! Thank you for sending me to karate camp where I learned about Cobra Kai. Because Cobra Kai never dies.
Terry was next.
Dear Sensei Mom and Sensei Dad, thank you for sending me to karate camp.
That's it.
The belts are fabulous.
Matt.
Thank you, Mr. Miyagi, for sending me to karate camp. I got to wax on and wax off a lot.
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to karate camp. This place really kicks it.
Oh, yay.
Ooh.
Let's move on to the next game.
Big. Sorry.
For you people at home, this is where we're going to need some careers that you got out there, some jobs or occupations. We're going to play the world's worst. So we're going to play the world's worst, whatever career or that is going to be. So I got a couple that I have written down from Facebook. We'll start with that. And anthropologist is going to be first.
It's the study of people. Is that what that is?
It's the study of people and culture.
Okay. It's not the study of hip clothing.
I had to look it up myself. Teddy, had your hand up?
You know, I would like to do this, but I'm just not a people person.
Oh.
Harrison.
What is it again we do? Where it's the study of people?
Kia.
World's worst anthropologist, the Census Bureau.
Oh.
Oh.
Corey, did you have your hand up?
I did have my hand up, but she stole my bad joke.
Oh.
Any census jokes?
Sorry.
Really? Wow. Emily, let's do yours.
Yeah. You guys don't mind if I come in here and like rearrange things, do you? You know, steal your culture, steal your identity.
Teddy, you had yours up?
All right, since I'm not a people person, I decided to do the culture part and look at these petri dishes. I have got this.
Harrison.
Oh, hello, it's me, your anthropology. Oh,
Corey.
I don't think they would have fallen that way. Let's reposition them.
Teddy.
You mean we don't sell clothes here?
Oh, you gotta be hip to know what anthropology is.
Good one.
Terry, go ahead.
So you don't like it when I scrape the bones with like a fork?
no one likes that.
Oh.
Disgusted.
We're gonna go with another inside job.
Ooh.
A lighthouse operator.
Oh man.
Teddy.
I'm sorry, but I just can't sleep unless it's dark at night.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I found this plug, but I don't know. Does anybody know?
Emily.
William Dafoe is my favorite actor, man. I am going to act just like him.
Harrison.
I'm just telling you, I'm afraid of heights. Let's make it a 1-story building. Just 1 story.
Matt.
If you turn the lights off at night, you're going to save a lot of power.
That's right.
Corey, was that your joke too?
No, not actually having the thing. Is there an elevator? I don't really do the stairs.
That's a great question. I think that's a good one.
See, that was my joke. I didn't do stairs.
Go ahead, Em.
I don't really notice a lot of ships. Do we really need the light?
Harrison.
Let's think outside the box. If we make it a strobe light, it's like they're crashing in slow motion.
Teddy.
Can I do this remotely? I just live a few miles inland.
Matt.
Yeah, I don't really like water. Can we do this? Can we move this on land?
Terry.
Can I make shadow puppets?
Wait a second. I thought this was supposed to have a bat on it. Is that Corey's joke?
No. They're all my jokes.
Oh,
I think this is pointed out to a certain person in the room. I have a feeling that this is pointed out to a person in the room, but they want the world's worst.
Oh, for you, Terry.
Oh.
Oh, well.
Yes, these are all the approved scripts you'll be doing throughout all of your shows. Everything is pre-written. Do not be thinking out of the box.
Teddy, go first.
I hear a pandemic's coming, so let's make the theater be 2 stories underground.
Harrison, you had your hand up.
Yeah, I just think from March on, we won't do any more shows. No more shows.
March 11th for me. Kia.
All right, guys, what we're going to do is we're all going to cram in this bathroom. And we're going to improvise together.
Corey.
All right, fellas. So we're all agreed. No women, no POCs.
That would be the worst.
That would be the worst.
Wait, women are funny?
Oh, good one.
Nah.
Too real.
Too soon? Too soon? Too soon?
You see, Kia, there's this thing called mansplaining.
I'm a woman, so I wouldn't know about that.
This is the world's worst tangent.
All right, Matt.
Yes, welcome. This is our all-man-only show, which also have all-men classes and workshops. You can sign up for them online. Thank you.
Been there. We'll move along. I want to go back to the world's worst flautist.
Flautas.
First Lady of the United States. Oh, okay.
Buddhist? I thought we were straight up talking about tortilla, chicken, and tortillas and fried. I was like, there is nothing wrong with that. So thank you for clarifying, because that's a big problem.
Those would be delicious. Emily.
This one time in band camp,
You took it right out of my mouth.
Matt was
You
first.
sure did take it right out of your mouth. Good job.
I'm saying something that touches my heart. I hope you all enjoy it.
Harrison. Yeah.
So while we're still on the front lines, I know it's the Civil War, but you gotta keep playing. It doesn't matter that you just lost a leg. Keep playing the flute.
Teddy.
Isn't a kazoo basically the same thing?
Terry.
You mean this isn't a clarinet?
Oh,
No, it is not. Matt.
We're here to play the Southern Flute.
Matt with props, everyone. Matt with props.
Hey,
Let's see. That's no, yeah. We'll go back to JC.
train engineer. Okay.
Oh, Harrison.
Hey, semi truck.
Teddy was next.
Staying on these tracks is just a little too confining for me.
Kia.
Hey, dude, have you checked out my caboose?
Wow.
Take a look. You're welcome. You're welcome.
No one else. No one else. Oh, Harrison.
I think I can. I probably can. We'll just have to see. Probably not. I don't know.
Corey had his hand up.
You know, this job has me really steamed.
Matt.
Hi, so being an engineer, it's all about points. You got to get the points. If you hit a car, it's 5 points. You hit a bike, it's like 2. The bigger the thing. Oh, once when I was driving and I hit a dump truck, 25 points.
Emily was next.
Oh man, did you see what they did in Back to the Future 3? It's real.
Terry.
Riding that train, how cocaine. Okay, you don't like me singing? Oh, okay. Well, fine.
Good job, Boo.
Harrison.
I know, ma'am, this is the most important day of your life. It's your wedding day, but I'm in charge of the veil, right? When it's hanging down behind you, that's my responsibility.
Think about it.
Engineer.
Matt.
Hello, boys and
Every
girls.
bride needs one.
I'm the engineer. I have some sad news for you today. Thomas the Train is no more. We don't use coal, so he's bad. We've had him away.
Oh, you couldn't give Thomas a Woody.
Al Gore.
All right, let's move on to the next game. All right. This game we're going to be is called A Date With Me. So it's going to be a date with me. Like an example will be hammer. A date with me is like a hammer. Someone's going to get nailed. Again, if you're watching in those comment sections, I see like 12 people. Hit them up with some objects. Look to your left and look to your right. What do you see? Give me 2. We'll start off with the first one. A date with me is like a watch.
A watch.
Kia.
A date with me is like a watch. I keep on ticking.
Nice.
Terry, did you have your hand up?
Well, hey, I'm just gonna make it up on the fly.
Oh, okay.
A date with me is like a date with a watch. It just keeps slowing down.
Emily.
A date with me is like a date with a watch. You're going to constantly be checking the time to see when it's over.
Oh, boo.
Corey.
A date with me is like a watch. Even though you've got a whole bunch of parts, I'm only going to be looking at your face.
Matt.
A date with like me is like a watch because every minute could be my last.
Daddy.
A date with me is like a watch. It better be expensive if you want it to run smooth.
A date with me is like a watch. It's tightly wound. Matt.
A date with me is so awesome. It's like a watch because all you need is to keep your eyes on my big hand.
Okay.
Harrison, finish out the watch.
A date with me is like a watch because all you need to do is keep your eyes on my little hand.
You go to camp?
I know you from camp. I know you from camp.
Back. He's bringing it back. He's so
All right,
good.
here we go to the next one. A date with me is like a bag of oranges.
The old classic
Orange.
bag of oranges.
Thank you, Daryl.
Bag of orange.
Cool.
Yeah.
A date with me is like a bag of oranges, freshly peeled.
Mm.
Harrison.
A date with me is like a bag of oranges. I'll vitamin C you later.
Matt.
A date with me is like a bag of oranges because I can beat you and they don't leave a mark.
Terry.
A date with me is like a date with a bag of oranges. You also won't get the scurvy.
Oh, scurvy.
Teddy.
A date with me is like a bag of oranges. You won't get anything if you just stare at the navel.
Corey.
Wow.
A date with me is like a bag of oranges. It's gonna be kind of bumpy until they all fall out.
Harrison.
Out of my head.
Look, if a date with me is like a bag of oranges. If I'm going to be practical, it's going to have to happen in the middle of my kid's soccer game.
Kia.
A date with me is like a bag of oranges. Super, super colorful because I just got this really bad spray tan. All right.
A date with me is like a bag of oranges because it's going to be much more sweet after we peel.
Oh.
A date with me is going to be like a bag of oranges because I'm going to be wearing those fishnets.
Matt.
A date with me is like a bag of oranges. Take your time because in 12 days I'll rot.
Oh.
Oh.
It should be don't take your time. All right, let's move on.
Like rotten.
A date with me is like a pork chop. Harrison.
A date with me is like a pork chop, bone in.
Yeah, Brian.
You didn't have to leave. You didn't have to leave.
That was one more time.
I would have left if I told that joke too.
Emily.
A date with me is like a pork chop. I'm a pork chop, but you really wanted steak.
Matt.
A date with me is like a royal pork chop because I'm a little fat around the edges.
Kia.
A date with me is like a pork chop because can you pass the potatoes? I'm picking out. Grab it. And dessert. I need a dessert menu. At least 3 dessert menu. Bring it. Yeah.
Teddy, did you have one?
I did. A date with me is like a pork chop. There are huge segments of the population who want nothing to do with it. But if you're into it, you're into it.
Corey, were you raising hand?
A date with me is like a pork chop, dredged in butter and battered.
Matt, you had your hand up?
Yes, a date with me is so royal as a pork chop that the fat is actually called a grizzle. It's a higher class.
It is. Terry, you had your hand up?
A date with me is like a date with a pork chop. Your doctor will probably advise against it.
Wow. Emily.
A date with me is like a pork chop. I'm the other white meat.
Yes, you are.
Hey, man. A date with me is like a pork chop. You're either going to be baked or fried. Teddy.
A date with me is like a pork chop. It's just better if it's sauced.
I want to do this one because I have no idea what I would say.
Ashtray.
Oh, it's my cousin, Laurel. Ashtray.
Hey, Laurel.
Hey, Laura. Emily.
A date with me is like my ashtray. I'm full. Sorry.
Daddy.
Date with me is like an ashtray. It's all about the butts.
Very nice. Cheers. Cheers.
Harrison.
A date with me is like an ashtray, no filter.
Ooh. Kia.
A date with me is like an ashtray. Banned since 1985.
Yes.
Corey.
A date with me is like an ashtray. It's gonna be stinky and dirty.
Larry.
A date with me is like an ashtray. There's a Surgeon General's warning keeping many people away.
Harrison.
A date with me is like an ashtray. Honestly, these days people just put a quarter in me.
Oh,
Oh. Get out of here.
Bone in.
Bone in.
Bone in.
Hold on. You
Oh,
got
Emily's got one. Emily's
hold
got
on.
one.
Someone got that shout out because they shouted out before.
Hey.
Oh. My cousin Laurel.
Hey, everybody. Hey.
All right,
Hey.
Terry, ashtray.
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 Me?
Yeah, you go.
Okay,
Emily.
all right. A date with me is like a car's ashtray. Not many people use it.
I'll use you.
Now, Terry, you got your hand up.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going, where it's like a date with me is like an ashtray. Pretty irrelevant.
Oh.
Matt.
I'm going to apologize before I say this one.
Turn the camera off when you're done. The chain
A
is going.
date with me is like an ashtray. Usually it's made by someone younger in our art class.
thank you. Thank you.
Just kidding. A date with me is like an ashtray. It stank.
Nice.
You know what? I want to do one more off this list.
Okay.
One more.
One more
Suggestion.
date.
Toothpaste.
Date with me is like toothpaste. Teddy was up first.
You got to squeeze me from the bottom.
It doesn't count if you don't say the line.
Oh,
So, Emily, you're still in the running.
okay. Me is like toothpaste. You got to squeeze me hard to get the rest out of it.
Yeah.
Dating me is like a toothpaste. You gotta take off the top.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
Terry.
A date with me is like a date with toothpaste. You just want to put the top back on.
Oh, no. We love you, Terry.
It's not true. We've read the websites. It's not true.
A date with me is like toothpaste, appropriate for the mouth.
Bone in.
Matt.
Bone in.
A date with me is like a date with toothpaste. You really have to work at that sucker to get it empty.
Corey, get yours.
A date with me is like toothpaste. We're going to make a lot of mess in the bathroom.
Ew. Emily.
A date with me is like toothpaste. You usually do it last before you go to bed.
Only if you're civilized.
That's stupid.
Or a date with me is like toothpaste. I like to do it first thing in the morning.
Ah.
That's what I was
Bone in.
mine.
I
Sorry.
do it in the shower.
That's good. That's a good one. Good one.
Go ahead, Corey.
A date with me is like toothpaste, recommended twice a day.
Terry, you had your hand
2 minutes.
She gets it. She gets it.
Terry, do you have your hand up?
No, I was just pointing at Corey.
Well, you kept going like this. I wasn't sure.
I
Matt,
gesticulate wildly. It's just what I do.
A date with me is like a date with toothpaste. 9 out of 10 doctors recommend me.
are we done with toothpaste? I think so.
I think so.
That's it for a date with me. Now, Corey, don't get mad because these scenes will not be coming from a hat.
I'm very upset.
It's going to be similar to the game scenes from a hat, but it's going to be a scene from this deck of cards.
Doesn't count if it's not from a hat.
I didn't call it a hat. I changed it to scenes from this deck of cards.
Couldn't you just take
Scenes
off
from
the
a
hat
hat.
and put them in?
Don't worry
Wearing
Don't worry
a
about
hat.
my hat. Look,
What
why-
if-
why-
Put him in the hat. Put him in the hat.
In the hat.
Yeah, we're
Put
gonna
him in
read
the hat. Put him in the hat. Put him in the hat.
In the hat.
All right.
You want to bone in, Philip. Bone in.
Who's in charge of this show?
Yeah, let's see. Which ones do I need to take out?
I thought we went through this in rehearsal.
Oh, crap. Things you should never store in the cloud. Corey.
Let's see. Secretary of State email.
Relevant.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Harrison.
Nothing but a mound.
Hail.
Not here.
Yeah, just let it all out. Don't store it.
Bone in
Don't throw the cloud.
Throw it.
Maybe you should turn your camera off.
I'm sorry.
Never soar in the cloud.
All right. Things Snow White says when she stubs her toe. Harrison.
Oh, sorry, Grumpy.
Oh, I didn't see you speaking. Kia.
I'm wishing for an underdog.
Oh, that's good.
Exactly. Those music.
Harrison.
Oh, ow. Oh, what was an apple? Oh, that's nice. Oh,
Corey.
My toe. My toe. My toe.
My toe.
My toe. My toe.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Eddie, did you have your hand up?
Yes. I thought I would be safe walking here if I just followed the prince.
Oh. No. All right, we're moving on. Things that would be helpful to have during a zombie apocalypse. That would be.
That would be.
Terry.
A slower friend.
Number one most helpful.
Stay here. Stay here.
Bill Murray.
Um,
Bill Murray.
yes.
Of course.
Because
Because
Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
Harrison.
If that's like your natural state, then I think you're safe. Just because they won't realize there's some background context you need for that solo scene.
Turn your video off, Harrison.
All
Turn
right,
it
I'm
off.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Get him out of here.
All right. Things you would like to say to contestants on The Bachelor. Corey.
Get a real job.
Emily.
Yeah, I would just pick none of you.
No.
Teddy.
At least you're not on The Apprentice.
Oh,
You're fired. Harrison.
Dear Mom, come home.
Thank you for sending me to Camp Bachelor. I wanted to go together, but I went stag. Kia.
Give me all those roses. Nope, we're done here. Nope, we're done here. I need your rose. I need your rose. You're disingenuous. I need this rose. Just bring them back. Bring them back.
too real. Too real.
I need that word, disingenuous.
Carrie.
The crisis hotline you need to reach is 1-800. I feel victimized.
Oh,
Matt.
I'm so sorry. We asked you to be the Bachelor, but we didn't realize that you had a soul and a personality.
that's awesome.
Emily.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Oh no, wait.
That's not the show.
Totally what I meant.
Topical.
Totally what I meant.
Teddy.
You did sign up to do it. Like that's totally like we didn't write it in the contract, but you signed up to do it.
Oh, do it. Oh, I get it.
Corey.
You look more like a daisy girl than a rose.
Oh.
Here's a dandelion. Terry.
Wait a minute. I just had a brain freeze.
You would say that to a contestant of the show Bachelor?
Sorry.
No. I got it. I remembered it. Okay, it's great.
Better.
You're not smarter than a fifth grader.
Matt.
Yes. I noticed that everyone else got a rose, and you slept with them. But I was just wondering when you'd be sleeping with me.
Kia.
Poor girl.
I really felt like this was real and my feelings were really real. And so I'm really confused why after 5 minutes I was sent home, because I really feel like I'm in love with him and like it was real. And I'm sorry, I can't right now.
Okay, Harrison, finish that card out, and then we're going next one.
People are filming this.
Oh,
People you know are going to watch this. People you don't know are going to watch this. This will exist forever,
Ooh.
somewhere.
ouch. You did.
In the cloud.
In the cloud.
Maybe in the-
We should not upload to the cloud.
I know something else you shouldn't store in the cloud. Your
5
perishable.
hours later.
You're
I'm
perishable.
not really smart.
Oh,
It puts the cap back on the toothpaste. Next card. Things Batman does when nobody's looking. Harrison.
I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. Yeah.
Kia.
All right, let's look up how to put the cap back on. Wow.
Emily.
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to Batman camp. I hope you're still alive.
oh no!
Did you just give it away?
Too soon. Teddy.
You're supposed to say spoiler alert.
All right. First the big cowl, and now the little cowl.
All right, Corey.
Oh, Robin.
Matt.
First of all, my parents being dead were killed right in front of me. It's not very funny. Second, I have some bat issues that are private. Like if you ever get bat jock itch, I wear a lot of rubber. Nobody knows about that. Don't share that. It's secret.
Terry.
There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house.
Harrison.
Alfred, this chili is really spicy. Definitely happens. You tell me that never happened.
That's
Definitely.
what Bruce Wayne does. That's a different person.
Batman's the real person. Bruce Wayne's the costume.
Daddy.
Oh, Alfred.
Oh,
Matt.
he's worth a penny.
First of all, the scene went like this. It went, Alfred, it's cold. He's like, it's fish suey. Oh, okay.
You got it. You're right, Matt. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. You're right. That was it.
As if fish suey makes it any better.
Sorry, I was just playing with my Robin. Emily.
Oh, he cut me off.
I could only do something about it. Harrison.
Time to go to the Bat Cave. No, wait, that's not the book. No, wait. Alfred, why do we have so many copies of Great Expectations?
First edition, second edition.
Matt, go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, you're going to be like my ward, okay? And then we just go in here, we push this button, we're going to slide down a pole together. Okay? Secret, we're superheroes.
Terry.
Alfred, I'm going to need some more of those Martha Stewart Living magazines so I can finish my vision board.
Nice. He's very good at interior design.
You get the rose.
Oh,
I split them around.
He's
Sorry.
a big Bachelor fan. Why not? He's himself a Bachelor. Yeah, he relates. It's the show made for him. That's right.
Ultimate loneliness.
Amanda, I want to spend the night in the hot tub with you.
Things that could cause the world to end.
Oh,
Other than the obvious.
Is he in the hospital?
Other than the obvious.
Too soon for the year 2020.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Oh, should I skip that?
I'm guessing some of us think it's a longer period of time than just 1 year.
What?
uh,
President Kanye.
One and done.
oh wow,
Yeah, good job.
wow, good one.
I am Chris Wallace, and we're going to attempt a second debate.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to go on to the next one. Things that aren't as fun as they used to be. Harrison.
Okay, guys, I know I said we're not going to do any shows after March. What if we just did shows online? What if we just did shows on the internet?
Matt.
Okay, I know it's been a really long time since we've been able to do this, but our secret handshake, I can't do them anymore.
Teddy.
You're going to love this. It's called a staycation.
Yeah.
See your mom and dad. I've been at camp now for the past 4 months, and I gotta tell you, I'm pretty good with karate and Batman, microwaves.
Harrison.
Oh, that was my microwave.
Oh,
It's important.
anyone
It's
else?
important.
Anyone else? Teddy.
It's the best day of the school year. It's when I explain to the kids that anybody in the United States can grow up to be president.
Oh God.
I was thinking, dear mom and dad, thank you for sending me to Corona camp. There's not beer here.
It used to be fun when it was a beer camp. It's not fun anymore.
Terry,
Beer camp.
Just 2 words. Bone in.
Yeah, I was waiting for
It
somebody
used to be
say
fun.
it.
Now I ruined it.
Okay, everyone, Donald, I just want you to know you're very young. You have a big, bright future. Now that I've taught you improv, you know that just yes and things and make shit up, and it'll take you far.
Teddy.
You're going to love this new board game. It's called Contagion.
Oh.
All right, let's finish that there. We have one more game.
One more game.
One more game.
5 more games. 5 more games.
Oh, no.
We're going to start all over after Matt, I guess. We're going to play a game called 185. So the way this goes, 185 blanks walk into the bar. The bartender says, we don't serve blanks around here. Funny pun. Those blanks would be suggestions that you're giving us in the screen over here. Let's go ahead and start with detectives.
Detectives. Right.
Matt.
185 detectives came into the bar. The bartender says, get out. We don't serve your kind. Like, come on. We're great detectives. Like, listen, you don't have a clue. Go.
Teddy was next.
185 detectives walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve your kind here. The detectives say, why not? And the bartender says, because you guys are all dicks.
I think Harrison had his next.
185 detectives walk into a bar, and the bartender says, hey, Mr. Holmes, please, you have a problem. I care about you. Why don't you go home to your friends and your family? He's a drug addict. I don't know if you have context for that.
Terry, you had
That
one?
was more of a PSA than a joke.
I had one, but Teddy kind of.
Oh, took it. I'm sorry.
How
yeah,
rude,
well, you
Teddy.
didn't
How
take
dare
it.
you?
It was just
In that case,
a variation on a theme.
in that case, then I want Kia to go.
Okay. 100 and wait, no. Guy walks into a bar. Damn it. Which one is it?
185.
185 detectives walk into a bar and the bartender says, we don't serve your kind here. And the detectives say, well, that's all right. I'm just a gumshoe.
Oh,
San Diego action.
I got it.
185 detectives walk into a bar, and the bartender says, sorry, sir, I'm going to need some ID. And then the detective says, I don't show you ID. I'm Batman.
All right, Daryl's got one. Oh, you got one?
No.
Oh, Daryl's got a suggestion out here.
Daryl!
It's for the ladies.
Ooh.
Oh. Yeah.
There's
All right, if I have to.
Come on, Karate Kid. Do it.
185 Chippendale answers. Kia.
185 Chippendale dancers walk into a bar, and the bartender says, we don't serve your kind here. And the Chippendales dancers say, but we're rescue rangers.
Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
Harrison, you had your hand up?
185 Chippendale dancers walk into a bar, and the bartender says, sorry, we don't serve your kind here. And they say, why not? And the bartender says, look at the sign. No shirt, no shoes, no service.
Matt.
185 Chip and Dale dancers came into the club, and they're just like, we don't serve your kind. And they're all like, and he said, hey, you don't like any Disney characters. Get out.
Emily.
185 Chippendale dancers walk into a bar, and I say, where have you been? Come on in. The
Emily, the bartender. Teddy.
185 Chippendale dancers walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Not so fast. I'm going to need you to do 50 laps."
Dances.
That's what I thought. Chippendale dancers not do lap dances. I don't know. Is
Harrison.
that only a girl dancer thing? I don't know.
185 Chips and 185 Dales walk into a bar, and the bachelorette party is like, "This is not what we ordered."
No.
Harry, you had one?
Oh.
Me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you,
you.
I'm gesticulating wildly again. I'm sorry.
you actually had a hand up.
Did I?
Yes.
Or she has resting
Oh,
raised hand face.
Oh, I got it.
Harry, go.
Bone in.
Matt.
I'm
Good
out.
for anything. Good for anything.
185 Chip and Dale dancers came into our bar. They were old, past their prime, and should have retired. And I said, "We are not serving your kind." And they were like, "Why?" Like, "'Cause you're nuts."
Oh, that's a low blow. Teddy.
185 Chippendale dancers walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here." And the Chippendales ask why not, and the bartender says, "Didn't you try to get in last week dressed as firemen?"
Fireman.
Matt again.
185 Chippendale dancers come into a girls' bar, and the girls are like, "Sorry, sir, we don't serve your kind." And the Chippendales dancer said, "Hey, eyes up here."
Harrison.
For this next joke, you have to understand it's not a girls' bar; it's just a regular bar. It's important to know for the rest of this context of this joke. Okay, Chippendale walks into a bar, and the bartender says, "Look, dude, normally I would serve you, but I just got a letter right here. You should probably read it." The guy reads it. That says, "Dear Dad, come home."
Oh, let's go with potatoes. 185 potatoes.
Potatoes?
Potatoes.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Teddy.
185 potatoes walk into a bar. The bartender says, "I think I'm going to let you in, but you need to know that I'm keeping my eyes on you."
Harrison.
185 potatoes walk into a bar, and the bartender goes, "Hey, yeah, here you go. Here's the menu." They look at the menu, and they just get pissed. They leave. Bartender looks down at the menu, and he goes, "Ooh, potato skins. That's my bad. I'm sorry." That's on me.
Oh. Corey.
185 potatoes walk into a bar, and they order a drink. Of course, this Spuds for you.
Harry.
185 potatoes walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "I wish you have a great time.
Rich.
I wish.
Rich.
I wish."
Matt.
185 potatoes come into the bar. The bartender says, "Hey, we cannot serve your kind. Get out." And they're like, "Oh, come on, we're potatoes." He's like, "No, you're a bunch of sprouts."
Harrison.
Oh no, I was just gesticulating wildly. Sorry. No, I'm just kidding. I got one.
Let's all articulate.
I gesticulate like this. 185 potatoes walk into a bar, and they all order one single drink in a pint glass, and the bartender hands it to them, and they all jump in, and they sit in that pint glass for about 3 or 4 days, and they slowly grow roots. It's a science experiment. Try it out with your kids. Are these jokes or are these science experiment pictures? I don't know.
185 potatoes walk into the bar. The bartender says, "Get out of here. We're not doing this again." They're like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Because you're supposed to get drunk in here, but every time you come in, you're either fried or baked."
Oh, it's a callback. I get it now.
Oh.
Eddie.
185 potatoes, young potatoes, walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Listen, I'll serve you, but we got to keep you underground."
Oh,
Emily.
185 potatoes walk into a bar, and the bartender's like, "You guys are too young. You're just babies."
Ah.
Oh.
Baby potatoes.
No,
Potatoes.
just a bunch of tots.
185 potatoes walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Sorry, guys, I cannot let you in here anymore. I know that you guys have fake IDs." And then all the bartenders get close together, and they connect themselves with wires, and all the wires power a light bulb. And they're like, "Ding! We have an idea." Again, this is a side experiment. I don't think I understand how this game works. We're doing a science experiment.
You will.
Is it fun for kids? Are you supposed to leave the bone in? Is that the
That's no. It's not.
okay.
185 potatoes come into the bar, and they all gather next to the bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, how ya? Welcome all here." And this one slinky older potato comes up. She goes, "Hi, I'd like to get all my fellow potatoes a drink." And he's like, "Well, they're kind of young, but it's expensive. Do you have a lot of money?" She goes, "Well, I don't have any money, but Idaho."
No.
I was trying to come up with one. You got it. The next science experiment for Harrison.
Okay, 185 volcanoes walk into a bar. No, I'm just kidding. 185 potatoes walk into a bar, and they walk in. The bartender hands them a menu, and they look at the menu, and they're like, "What? God!" They get really mad, and they leave. And the bartender looks down, and he goes, "Oh, vodka. I'm sorry. That's not on me. That's not me.
Oh.
Eddie.
185 conspiratorial potatoes walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here." And the potatoes say, "Why not?" And the bartender says, "Because, like, you guys in your tinfoil hats, we just don't want you." It wasn't a science experiment.
All right, let's do this last one.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I'm going to do two. We're going to do this one really quick, and then we're going to do one more.
Globe.
Globe.
185 globes. Teddy.
185 globes walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here." The globes say, "Why not?" And the bartender says, "I don't owe you any explanations. I'll just see you around."
Yeah.
Kia.
185 globes walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "I don't want you in here trotting around."
Ooh.
Harrison.
185 globes walk into a strip club bar, and the bartender's like, "I want you guys off the poles."
Okay.
185 globes come into the same strip club, and they're really desperate to get money, and they go, "Hey, everybody, look at our equator."
Corey.
185 globes walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here." And they say, "Why not?" And then the bartender says, "Well, because the last time you were in here, you were spinning on your axes."
Oh. Yeah. Mhm.
Does that work?
I'm giving you a thumbs up. I mean,
All right.
Harrison, are you flailing around again?
I got it. No, I was just gesticulating. 185 globes come running in the bar really, really fast. Like, "We need to use the bathroom." And the bartender's like, sorry, it's for customers only. And they say, no, we really need to use it. We're Brazil. And he's like, "What does that mean?" They're like, "We're incontinent."
All right, let's move on to this last one. The
Incontinent.
last one for the night.
Make sure you know what that means.
Jigsaw puzzle.
Jigsaw puzzle.
So Harrison.
184 jigsaw puzzles walk into a bar, and they're like,
Kia.
185 jigsaw puzzles walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, get out of here. You don't fit in."
"Oh."
Teddy.
185 jigsaw puzzles walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "You may not come in here." And the jigsaw puzzles say, "Why not?" And the bartender says, "Last time you left this place in pieces."
Harrison.
185 jigsaw puzzles come into a bar, and some of them sit on one side of the bar, and the other ones on the other side of the bar, leaving the middle open because you want to start on the edges.
Matt.
Yes. 185 jigsaw puzzle pieces. Their adult version came into the bar, and they looked at the bartender and said, "We want some drinks." And he's like, "I can't serve your kind here." Like, hey, just a little pressure, and we all fit.
Harrison.
Okay, take 185 puzzle pieces, okay, but flip them over where it's like the cardboard side where you can't see the picture, and then try to do them that way. It's kind of like the advancement. We're pitching ideas for hobbies while during quarantine, right? What we're doing? We're pitching just fun things to do.
Turn the camera off.
Okay.
We're gonna take the bone out. That's what we're gonna do. Is just
The
take the
bone's got to be out. The bone's out.
bone. It's gotta be taken out.
No bone in.
Dear
Vote
Mom
out.
and Dad,
Not
for sending me to Jigsaw Puzzle Camp. They made us all sit in the corners.
Okay, so we're gonna change it right now to Jigsaw Puzzle, but any of the games that we played tonight.
Okay.
Oh wow!
Wait, what?
Oh, I like
Any
this
of the games that we played tonight, but the word Jigsaw Puzzle. Corey.
Date with me is like a jigsaw puzzle. We're gonna put my round edges against your.
It's nice.
Terry, was that a hand raise or were you?
It was. It was. A date with me is like a date with a jigsaw puzzle. There's a couple of pieces missing.
Kia.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to Jigsaw Puzzle Camp. They don't fit in, and now there's a bone in.
Yes.
Matt.
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending us to this Will Smith camp. He made us get jiggy with it.
Emily.
You're making me tired, man.
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to Jigsaw Puzzle Camp. I keep losing my friends. I found one under the bed and one under the table. One was out by the pond. I don't understand. Why do I keep losing my friends?
185 jigsaw puzzles walking to the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve your kind around here." They're like, "Why not?" "Because you're only for ages 8 to 10.
Okay.
They're not old enough, Corey. That's the
Oh, I get it now.
It's the Michael Jackson version.
A date with me is like a jigsaw puzzle. I think outside the box.
Terry.
A date with me is like a date with a jigsaw puzzle. I am also a choking hazard.
Yeah, you are.
You're just early for that one.
Oh, girl.
Oh, Teddy.
A date with me is like a jigsaw puzzle. You can try it the wrong way, but it's not going to fit.
Yeah! Finish it with Teddy! Woo! Matt, clap. We're finishing. We're done. Matt, you got.
I had one, but never mind.
I'll
do it for next time.
Is it better than Teddy's?
No.
Well,
Yay!
Teddy wins.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching this week's episode. We'll be back in 2 weeks for the next one.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. There's four of us. Hopefully, Sean makes it next time. We might get an AJ sighting. Female woman version.
One, male or female?
Female.
The woman. Maybe both. Who knows? Then I'd be really confused because I'd be like, that AJ. No, the other AJ.
It's 2020. Don't be so suburban.
Anyway, come back again. We will be posting on the page when we need the suggestions for next week, or 2 weeks from now. They'll be the same crap we need now. All right, we'll see you guys then. Thanks for coming out. Bye.
Bye.